Here, in the meantime, I'll show you Tim Dillon's set. We could look over this. He's copying me, of course. He got a city background, okay? I don't really like that, but he still managed to really screw it up. I liked his old set better. He didn't have that long enough. The cacti land. Remember the big cactuses and the windmills everywhere? What did that represent, by the way? What did the cactuses... He's never lived in the desert.
I guess it was because of his cactus incident, right?
Maybe. Remember when he was at an Airbnb one time, he broke a cactus and they billed him for that? He fell into a cactus. He's like that big fat fuck from the Barbecue Showdown. Fell into a cactus. Look how Tim opens his show. So it starts out, it's all dark, and you still see the stars from the last set, right? But you can tell something's different here. You've got these fence posts, and you've got this white pole. It looks like some kind of cheap balcony that you would see in a puppet show or a play, right? Well, watch what he does. Watch what this little... Keep your eyes directly in the center of the screen. Watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show.
That's the big reveal. Did you see that? He was nervous he was as nervous as I was doing the Tetris spin. For his big reveal. Did you see that? His heart was thumping during this. You might have missed it. Here's the big reveal. So it starts out dark. All you see is some stars, and you might even see his designer sunglasses that he accidentally bought. I'll say he accidentally bought these. Why does he do that? Why can't he pick out sunglasses or shirts? What is so hard for him? He always buys expensive stuff. He's making expensive stuff seem really stupid. Because his listeners, if this is their only interaction with expensive stuff, they might think expensive stuff is getting really, really stupid. Why does he pick out the worst of the worst?
He purposefully picked out the sunglasses.
These are his glasses.
Cool. Then everyone kind of started making fun of him because they're so stupid.
So
and
then he went over the top.
The rainbow ones and the super
so
big
he
ones.
picked out, he fucked up by accident and got really bad, shitty, queer sunglasses. Like he thought expensive means cool. He bought the wacky ones. He wore them. They made fun of him. And now he owns it. It's similar to like how Tom Segura, at the beginning of Your Mom's House, they play an intro music bed for 4 or 5 minutes. It goes on way too long. It's because one time, the first time they debuted that, it was stupidly, foolishly too long. And the fans made fun of them. They go, that intro song is so long, that's so corny, that's so shitty. So what did Tom do? Oh, yeah, he bought the bit. Now he owns it. And now they double down pretending that that was their plan all along, to just do something really stupid and retarded. Very similar to what Tim Dillon has done with the sunglasses. This is not the way to go. You can admit that I do this all the time, almost every day. Almost every minute, you know me. I'm going, the fans are right. I was wrong. Makeover. Do-over. So, Tim, there's nothing wrong with it, but here's his big, watch this. This is where he pops up. Pitch black.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show.
And then the lights go on, and then he pretends that nothing has changed, really.
We are very sorry. It's taken us a long time to get these episodes out for you. We are late. We're a day late here. We took off last week because we had 2 bears with Tom Segura. If you've not listened to that, you should. And our Patreon episode will be out later
about
today,
the new set
here.
here.
Just finishing up a little bit of a studio revamp. Woo! And the last few shows on this first...
I wish somebody made a show. Wait, this could be good business for us. We make like a little YouTube show about all the design makeovers in podcast Set World. I love this.
W-R-L-D.
Set World. R-O...
There's no O.
R...
World.
W-R-L-D. Like Joke World.
Exactly.
Perfect. So here's his new set. He's got this big, I guess he's out by the airport at one of those big towers by the airport where they watch the planes go. That's what it looks like he's in, right? He's in one of those big Seahawk towers.
Air traffic control.
An air traffic control tower. And he's got this big white desk, and he's really zoomed out. We don't know why. Like, the framing should be like this. Like, that should be the framing, right? You see that zoom? I just fixed his whole show. Don't tell him that. You can't use my corrections, by the way.
We'll sue.
When we do stuff like this. You can't use... We'll sue for the consultant's fee. But this is his frame. This is his shot. Look at that. Look how... Why does it need... Because he wanted to show you the new custom desk. Guys, custom doesn't matter if it looks terrible. Custom only works if it came out really good. Please, stop with the custom. You guys can't do custom. They had a desk builder come in, and the guy... Look at this broadcast. It looks just like TV now. No.
They build these sets. They're like, we're going to do this amazing new podcast set. They put together everything like it's a room.
Yes.
And then right when it's completely finished, then they're like, okay, where do we put the camera?
Exactly. They don't build the shot. You know, what you got to, you set up the camera first, and then you design the shot. These people design a room. By the time they throw the cameras down, it's not really right. It's not really set up right. So this is the beautiful shot you get. Please don't fix anything, Tim. Here, I'll show you again. This is how it probably should be, right? Like that. Fixed. Now, why can't they do this?
When he has a kid,
you know what they did? These guys also love screwing their cameras into the wall. Oh, yes. These guys love that. You'll see all these studio shots. People got their cameras on some janky Amazon mount. You know, screwed in with one drywall anchor and 4 regular screws. It's half hanging down. And they've got these little arms. And then the cameras. Isn't that slick? The cameras. No, sorry. Having the camera permanently screwed into a wall is not cool. And that's what they end up with.
You know what's a great example? Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy.
Yes.
She's making $60 million on Spotify.
$60 million deal.
And then she just did this video about building her new set, and then they built the whole set, and then they were like, I guess we could put the cameras like on the bookshelf.
Yes, they put the camera, they hid the cameras in the bookshelf. People think if you see a camera, you're done. You're exposed. If the viewer sees a camera, we're fucked. So they hide cameras in bookshelves, and they screw them to walls, and they're getting these shots that were, I mean, you can't find these shots in a history book. In a film history book, these shots don't exist. They're making up their own shots.
Oh my God, it's so much more zoomed out than I even thought.
Look how wide. Wait.
Go to like 18 minutes.
Yeah, and this isn't part of my world here. This is part of his desk. I don't know. Go to 18 seconds.
I was just going to show you how it looks when he shows a video. It's so tiny. Or 18 minutes. 18:20. Just how you can see a video. They're like right there.
Look at this. Then he puts the video. Look at where the video is. So he does what the newsman does, where they just overlay. Nothing looks cheaper to me. People go, Mike, why do you have this TV? Nothing looks cheaper to me than when you just overlay a tiny video screen in OBS. OBS? My OBS. OBS, it's this free broadcast software that everybody's using. In a frameless little overlay as well. But don't do a frame, because everybody who does these frames, they all screw that up too. Don't attempt to do a frame around this window. You'll just ruin it. So there it is, that little tiny video. But why not like this? Why wouldn't you have it something like that?
It looks amazing.
Now it looks great and everybody can see, but no, we got to be all the way back here. And this white tabletop. Nobody realizes that you could decorate the top of your table. You know, it doesn't need to be blank. I'm surprised he didn't put shelving units. Do you see Crystal Ball and Amish Angrad? What are they called? The Americans? What is this? Seriously. What is that show called? Crystal Ball? Breaking Points. Yeah, they did a whole set design, and then they put 2 shelves here with the same Target plants as Tim Dillon. Everybody goes to Target. Oh, there's a cactus there. Okay, that's okay. That's not a Target plant. So this is a cactus to commemorate his old space that we all know and love. And what's the polar bear about? Is that some funny bit? Everybody likes a little tchotchke to commemorate, something from the show. It's pretty cool. So there's the newest
Someone
set.
says he thinks the wide shot makes him look thinner.
I wonder if that's what it is. I'm thinking that he wanted everybody to see the work that was put into this new desk. So let's go wide so we could really show off that the desk is big. Otherwise, if you're zoomed in, they just think that could be some shitty table and not a custom desk that we made.
How about just don't make the top of the table white, the stupidest
Why would you
looking
make it
color on
white?
screen?
Why do these people, and Two Bears, One Cave, they all have the same kind of stuff. Hey, listen,
Whitney's
I'm not
table?
asking for it to be good. I don't want it to. Right now, I got the top set. Okay, and I don't want to have to redo all this again in 6 months. So, let's just thank our lucky stars they're doing this.
Whitney's table is so white and her scene is so overexposed that she like puts all her cups and stuff and it just disappears into the table and
just
is a
so
white blob that
overexposed.
radiates.
Well,
through
we're
the
looking like a
entire room.
diarrhea shithole. Everything is orange and shit diarrhea.
Yes, 5 seconds before the show, he puts
Yeah.
on that shirt and he's like, "It's too brown."
It's too brown. And then I got this amber kick light here. Oh, is the amber making it it's too orange? I got this orange chair, this shit brown dust, this shit brown shirt, this orange shit.
I think you look really
Looks like
cool,
a-
and that shirt is awesome.
Well, I got this shirt. This is real vintage. We only buy the real vintage shirts now. Do not go out and buy. I'm against Hawaiian shirts normally, unless they're these thick. If you see this here, you want to zoom in? Go to that close cam. Can you see how thick this material is? It's not that thin. That was a pretty good shot. It's not that thin, junky, wrinkly stuff. In fact, this shirt won't wrinkle. Look. No wrinkles. This is made out of thick, actual shirt material.
He promised me it was from the real 70s.
When you go to the vintage store, they're the good vintage stores, not those shitty Salvation Armies. You got to go to like one where it's an old hip man. He's picked out everything. Everything's $300 or more. But old clothes were thick. They were nice. They were structured. They didn't wrinkle. Now everybody's using that. Even the expensive brands are using the same stuff Zara uses, that thin, wrinkly, shiny
that you can't wash.
Hawaiian. You can't wash it. You wash it once,
The
it rolls up in a
collar
little ball.
crumples.
So do not buy those. Men do not look good in thin shirts. Unless it's the beach and you're going for that Greek feel. You don't want to be in a thin shirt. You want to be in a thick. But the colors, to me, of this are off. But better than Tim. I mean, look at this. A polo sport hoodie. He doesn't need to dress like this. The polo sport hoodie, I get it. He wants to keep the Ralph Lauren thing going because he used to wear those washed blue, navy blue polos all the time. Remember that? So he thinks his thing now, Jules, is polo. Ralph Lauren. Remember, because he used to always wear the blue polo. So he goes, what's my thing? I guess I got to stick with Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren has a really nice shirt. What's going on?
Let's just say
It
the
got
thing
through?
that
The thing
I
we've been
have
waiting
for
for all week?
just
Well, what do we do?
arrived.
Do we got to... Why don't you proof watch that just real quickly? We've got something really big coming up today
Don't
that we've
mention it just in case.
been working on all weekend. I won't mention it.
Okay. Anyways,
But, so okay, that's a different thing. Something very big coming up that we've been working on all weekend.
it looks amazing. I'm so excited.
We've been
Let's
spending
just
a
say that.
lot of money this week to get some bits done around here. So then what does he have? What's the hat here, too? Well, there's a lot of good stuff at Ralph Lauren you could get. There's a lot of wacky stuff that a fat gay guy especially, he could be wearing a cool shirt like this. He chooses not to. He chooses to keep wearing the navy, and he thinks this is the same thing because polo sport. It's really not working for you. Hire a stylist, please, for the love of God. $220,000 a month to dress like this? And yeah, those are the sunglasses we're talking about. These are not, I don't want you guys to go, I guess I don't get designer. I guess I don't understand designer. You do understand designer. These are, nobody's wearing these. Maybe Leo Skeppy is wearing a pair of shades like this. Okay, Google Trevi Moran, Leo Skeppy, people like this. What's the other guy's name? Omari might wear something like this, but this is not acceptable. So when you see Tim, don't let him try to pretend that he just knows more about luxury goods than you. He's very, very bad at it. Okay.